This video resource is for training purposes only. Convectex is not liable for damage or injury caused by practice or misuse. The Elite Hypro 33K bedbug heater is the ultimate 110 or 120 volt plug-and-play heater. This go-to DIY and professional use heater was created to maximize the available 110 or 120 volt power for large or highly infested bedbug remediation projects. Watch this short video to learn how to operate and set up the best-selling bedbug heater on the market. The heater comes equipped with a thermostat that comes preset to 132 degrees Fahrenheit. It is not necessary to adjust the preset factory settings. However, you can easily adjust the settings by first pressing the set button and use the up and down arrows to make your adjustment. When you are finished with your changes, press the set button again. To begin setup, make a quick trip to the circuit breaker. This will typically tell you everything you will need to know in terms of available power. First, plug in the black cord that powers the heater's fan and thermostat. This is a good time to plug in any additional fans as well. The Elite Hypro 33K bedbug heater was designed with hybrid power, which simply means each side of the heater draws different amounts of power to the heating coils. This is a major advantage compared to competing units, in that it can easily maximize both 15 and 20 amp, 110 or 120 volt circuitry, independently or simultaneously. On one side of the heater, it is designed to maximize the output of 15 amp breakers. On this side, there are 4 120 volt inlets that are labeled 12 amp over each inlet. This means each inlet draws 12 amps and is designed so that each inlet maximizes the available power of a 15 amp circuit. These inlets can also be used on a 20 amp circuit with 4 amps to spare. For safety, do not use more than 80% of the circuit's total available amperage. When plugging in the machine inlets, be sure to only plug in one power cord per 15 amp circuit. This side alone will treat up to 400 square feet when complemented with multiple fans. Typically, by plugging in this side alone would be all you would need for most single-room bedbug heat projects. The other side of the heater was designed to maximize 20 amp circuits. On this side there are 4 120 volt inlets that say 8 amp over each inlet. You can plug 2 of these 8 amp inlet cords into the same circuit to make a total electrical draw of 16 amps. However, on this side, you cannot utilize 2 cords on a single 15 amp circuit. This means that each inlet draws 8 amps and is designed so that 2 plugged-in inlets maximizes the available power of a 20 amp circuit. If 20 amp circuits are not available, only plug 1 cord per 15 amp. It is important to keep in mind that drawing too much power from one circuit will overload and trip the circuit breaker. Electricians often put multiple outlets in the room on the same circuit, so it is often necessary to draw power from nearby rooms, hallways, bathrooms, and/or kitchens to power the machine without tripping breakers. This side alone will treat up to 250 square feet when complemented with multiple fans. Typically, this side is plugged in to add additional bedbug killing power, or when there is a mix of both 15 and 20 amp circuits. You don't have to power every inlet in order to operate this machine. You can utilize 1, 2, 3, or all 8 inlets to power both the 12 amp and 8 amp sides, which in turn can treat up to 650 square feet when fully powered. Remember to complement the heater with multiple fans for proper airflow. Many hotel rooms and some apartments have a window air conditioner with a 240 volt PTAC outlet, so we can also supply an optional 240 volt splitter to create 4 by 10 amp 110 volt outlets. This splitter will power all 4 of the 8 amp inlets on the 8 amp side of the heater. Please note, all 4 plugs of this splitter must be plugged into the 8 amp side for the 240 volt splitter adapter to work properly. Note that walls and ceilings that are made of blocks or concrete will require more heat because they absorb the heat slower than drywall. This means one heater will heat less space when you have walls or ceilings that are made with these materials. 50% more power is a general rule for these rooms, and it is useful to check the temperature of these surfaces with an infrared thermometer gun. All buildings are not created equal, and more conductive materials take more energy to heat. Once the room has been properly heated for the appropriate time, try to leave the room closed and hot, extending the treatment time as it cools slowly. Temperatures will remain lethal for a few hours after the system is shut down and removed from the room. For rooms that will be immediately occupied, open doors and windows, then use the fans to start flushing cool air through the room. To learn more, please check out our other videos for proper room heat treatment preparations or attend one of our monthly professional bedbug certification classes. All this and more information is available at www.convectix.com. Thank you for watching this video and seeing just how easy it is to kill bedbugs with heat.